Hi guys! Thanks for joining me in this class. I am so excited that you are excited, or at least I hope you're excited, about essential oiling as a verb. So I'm really excited to share with you some ways that I use them in my everyday life. It is literally a verb, oiling as a lifestyle. So I'm going to talk to you today about some of the ways that I use them. But first, let's talk about what essential oils are, what they can do for our body, and why they work so well. So, what are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They are what is inside the plant. They are not in every single plant, but plants that have aromatic compounds, like we can smell them. Those aromatic compounds are created from special molecules, tiny little molecules that help the plant not to just survive, but to thrive in the face of problems. Right? So whether we're talking about problems like environmental threats and stressors, right? These compounds help the plant adapt to those and to survive and thrive in stressors from the environment, be it drought or cold or what have you. These essential oils also help the plant to survive and thrive in the face of oncoming invaders, right? So whether it's pests or disease, these essential oils help that plant to fight against those things. Then also they help the plant to recover after injury. Right? So they help the cells come together and do what they were supposed to do to help that plant get back to its healthy self. So in those three ways that essential oils work for the plant, right? To help it against environmental stress, number one, to help it against oncoming invaders and disease, number two, and then number three, to help it recover when it's been beaten down. Those are the three ways that those plant oils work for our bodies as well. And it all has to do with the science of those chemicals, the chemistry of those tiny little constituents that are in there, and even the frequency of the essential oils. Essential oils have really high frequencies that help our cells that are also energetic do what they're supposed to do. It is exciting. It is amazing. The deeper you go into it and the more experience you have, the more in awe you are going to be of these plants that God made for our bodies. So these oils have been around and used throughout human history forever. They're not a trend. They're not going away anytime soon. We just need to know about how to use them the way people have always been using them, and to know how to use the highest quality for our bodies so that we can get the best benefit. So today we're going to talk about that. So now that you know what essential oils are, they're the lifeblood, basically, of aromatic plants that help that plant to survive, but also to thrive. They can do those things for our bodies. So essential oils work on every system of our body. You may have heard from Google that essential oils are relaxing, right? They help us de-stress. Yes, that is very true. But they do so much more than that. So yes, those oils are profoundly helpful for our stress levels, right? So that is part of our brain, our neurological system, right? Our nervous system, our neurological system, our brain, our stress response. Yes, they work on that system of the body. And then you may have learned on Google that essential oils can be helpful for your breathing, right? Eucalyptus, peppermint, they can open up those airways and those sinuses. And that is absolutely true. They work on our respiratory system very efficiently and our nervous system, right? Our neurological system very efficiently. But there are so many other systems that they work well on. So there are essential oils that are known for their support of the cardiovascular system, right? Our heart function and our arteries and veins. There are oils that work for our musculoskeletal system, right? Our joints and our muscles and our bones to recover or to improve range of motion or comfort level or restoring function after injuries. There are essential oils that help with our digestive system, incredibly powerful and fast on working with the digestive system to help it do what it's supposed to and to kill off any bad guys that should not be in there. These have been used for thousands and thousands of years. And we are just now learning them in our corner, in our neck of the woods here, in our era. We're just now rediscovering how to use them for health and wellness. So These essential oils we will talk about more in depth with each one, but next let's talk about why they work so well, so much more efficiently than herbs or say things that you can buy at the store. Let's talk about why a pure therapeutic grade essential oil works so efficiently. So essential oils that are distilled properly. I'm not talking about essential oils that are cheaper, because essential oils that are cheaper aren't distilled properly. They're often distilled at super high temperatures because it's a lot faster and more efficient to get the juice out of that plant that way. Essential oils that are distilled in a very proper process with very low temperature distillation, very slow, depending on the plant, right? That kind of distillation keeps those molecules in place and doesn't damage them, so that those molecules can work with our brain. They can get into our bloodstream very quickly, and they can actually penetrate into our cells. So the reason that's important is because, number one, essential oils work very powerfully for our brain and emotions, because when you smell an essential oil, when you're breathing it in, it goes up through your olfactory system, which touches basically the limbic system of your brain. The limbic system of your brain has this, it's the seat of your emotions, your pleasure, memories, trauma, fight or flight response. All of those things are happening in the limbic system of the brain, and essential oils work very well. Their tiny molecular structure work well with the brain to help release negative emotions and traumatic memories and calm the fight or flight response and induce pleasure. It's fascinating. Next, the essential oils, and there's so much more that we could go into on that, but we'll leave it at that. Next, essential oils, when they're put on your skin, they topically, studies have shown that they are found in measurable amounts in the bloodstream within 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. That is because they're so tiny. That molecular structure is so tiny. It's designed to be absorbed into our body. This isn't true for something like coconut oil or olive oil, those fatty, greasy oils. Essential oils are not those. Essential oils are different. They're a different type of fat molecule that is absorbed readily into our body. That's a good thing when we want to use them therapeutically. The next thing is that they can actually, once they're there, they can actually penetrate into our cells to help them function better, to help our bodies in a big way that herbs cannot. Herbs can't reach the cell in that way. So that is a quick flyover of some of the chemistry of the uniqueness of essential oils. You can go really deep on that topic, but for now, let's get into how we can use these oils practically to support our health. So therapeutically, we can use oils in 3 ways. There's another way that I like to use essential oils that isn't necessarily for therapeutic use, but it's to help get all the toxic junk out of our homes. There is so much that we're absorbing into our skin that's getting into our brain, just hurting our reproductive systems. It's affecting our babies' brains, our pets even. There are so many toxins, and many of them are in the cleaners and the products in our home. And so you can use essential oil infused all natural products that are so easy to make with just a few ingredients, and you can ditch those toxins. So we've got lots of classes on that, lots of resources on that. But just know they're awesome for cleaning because of how they degrease things and kill things and sanitize things in a safe way. So you can use them for cleaning, but let's today talk about the therapeutic uses. So we can use them in 3 ways. We can use them aromatically, smelling them. We can use them topically, and we can use them internally.